This store is open all night, and it still sells fresh food. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. The street is almost silent. No crowds, no traffic, no open shops. And yet, this store is wide awake. The lights are bright. The automatic doors open smoothly. Cold air flows out. Inside, the shelves are full. Sandwiches, rice balls, desserts, fresh food. Not frozen, not dried, not discounted leftovers. Fresh food? If you saw this scene in many other countries, it would feel wrong. Almost irresponsible. At this hour, most stores lower their standards. They simplify. They reduce choices. They stop caring about freshness. But this store does the opposite. It pretends that time does not matter, and that is what makes it unsettling. Most people assume there must be a trick. Maybe the food is old. Maybe no one buys it. Maybe it will all be thrown away. Or maybe people think, Japan is just different. But that answer is lazy, because this is not one store, and it is not one night. This is happening every night, in thousands of locations across the country. So the question is not, why does this store do this? The real question is, how can this system afford to do this at all? At first glance, it looks inefficient. Why prepare fresh sandwiches when there are so few customers? Why stock desserts at midnight? Why deliver food when the streets are empty? From a distance, it looks like waste. But when you look closer, you start to see a pattern. This system is not built around saving food. It is built around timing. Japanese convenience stores are not designed for one busy moment. They are designed for the entire morning, late morning, afternoon, evening, night, early morning. Each time block has its own logic. And this is the key detail most people miss. Many convenience stores in Japan receive deliveries multiple times a day. Not once, not twice, often 3 or 4 times. Early morning, before lunch, late afternoon, and late at night. Yes, even after midnight. This changes how food works. In many countries, fresh food is prepared once. It is delivered once, then it slowly ages. At night, whatever remains is what you get. But in Japan, fresh food is not expected to survive all day. It is expected to match the time of day. The store does not try to stretch freshness. It replaces it. Let's look at sandwiches. Japanese convenience store sandwiches are famous, but not because they are fancy. They are famous because they feel freshly made. Egg sandwiches with soft bread, katsu sandwiches with thick cutlets, fruit sandwiches with whipped cream and fresh fruit. These sandwiches do not feel dry. They do not feel tired. And that is because they are not sitting there for long. Sandwiches are delivered in small batches. They are designed to be sold within a narrow time window. If they do not sell, they are removed. Not discounted, not saved for later, removed. This is not a mistake. It is intentional. Now consider desserts. Cream puffs filled with custard, pudding with caramel sauce, roll cakes wrapped in soft sponge. These are not shelf-stable snacks. They require refrigeration. They have short expiration times, and yet they are available late at night. Why? Because they are delivered late at night. Desserts intended for evening and night. Customers arrive when those customers are awake. The store does not rely on morning deliveries to last until midnight. It resets itself. Another important detail is quantity. Japanese convenience stores rarely overfill shelves. Instead of stacking large piles of food, they display small, neat amounts. This creates a very different impression. Sometimes shelves look slightly empty, but that emptiness is not a failure. It is a signal. It means the store is adjusting in real time. If something sells quickly, it is restocked. If it does not, it disappears. Freshness is not maintained by abundance. It is maintained by movement. Of course, this system creates waste. Food that reaches its expiration time is removed. Even at night, even when customers are few. This is expensive, and everyone knows it. So why accept this cost? Because the alternative is worse. If customers ever doubt freshness, they stop buying fresh food entirely. And once trust is gone, it does not come back easily. So the system protects trust first, and efficiency second. There is a simple rule at work here. Fresh food does not sell because it is cheap. It sells because people trust it. And people trust it because the store never changes its standards. Not at night. Not during quiet hours. Not when no one is watching. Now think about who actually uses these stores late at night. Hospital staff finishing long shifts, factory workers changing schedules, truck drivers stopping for a short break, office workers leaving late, people starting work early. For these people, midnight is not unusual. It is normal. If the store lowered its standards at night, these customers would notice immediately. So it does not. The store offers the same experience, regardless of time. This consistency is the real product. The food matters, but the promise matters more. The promise that whenever you walk in, you will find the same quality. This is where comparisons with other countries become important. In many places, labor costs are high. Night deliveries are rare. Store density is low. Food waste is heavily restricted. Under those conditions, fresh food at night does not make sense. So stores adapt. They freeze food. They simplify menus. They lower expectations. The system matches the environment. In Japan, the environment is different. High store density, short delivery distances, precise scheduling, customers who expect consistency. These conditions allow a different system to exist, not because it is romantic, but because it is engineered. That is why this store does not feel impressive to locals. It feels normal, and that is the most revealing part. Japanese convenience stores are not impressive because they are extraordinary. They are impressive because they are ordinary. They do this every day, every night, without drama. So when you walk into a convenience store at 2 in the morning and you see fresh sandwiches and desserts, you are not seeing a miracle. You are seeing the result of many small decisions. Multiple daily deliveries, small batch production, short expiration times, food removed without hesitation, trust protected at all costs. This system is not perfect. Food is wasted. Costs are high. Pressure on logistics is constant. But it works because it is designed to work. This store is open all night, and it still sells fresh food. Not because of effort, not because of culture, but because the system was built that way.